WVVA News at 5 starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Courtney Clark. Welcome back. Our election coverage continues now with WVVA political analyst Mike McClanahan. Always great to have you here, Mike.
Great to be here, Courtney. Thanks.
Well, let's start by touching on some of the highly contested races. New details come to light regarding the officer-involved shooting in downtown Bluefield on Tuesday. According to First Sergeant R.A. Maddie with West Virginia State Police, after viewing security footage, police have determined that the First Century Bank was robbed a little after 9 a.m. by 33-year-old Cedric Maurice Williams of Bluefield. Williams also left a suspicious package that had a digital timer on it inside the bank. After leaving First Century Bank, he continued down Federal Street to First Community Bank, where he robbed that bank as well. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. We're broadcasting live for the 5th day here from Fairleigh at the State Fair of West Virginia. I'm Courtney Clark.
And I'm Greg Carter. You know, it feels like fun, feels like fair. That's the theme for 2015, and it certainly fits the bill for this year. We've had all kinds of fun, and the kind that really only comes from the State Fair of West Virginia.
That's right, and we've been able to do so many things this week. This is our final day of live broadcast, but there's still plenty of time for you to come out. Here to tell us more about that, CEO of the State Fair of West Virginia, Kelly Tuckwiller Collins. Thank you for being here. What's that time of year when everyone is itching to get outside and enjoy the fresh air? But what happens when you come into contact with what appears to be a vicious dog? As I headed out and suited up to learn the best way to stay safe, I learned there is a right way and a wrong way to handle a dog attack. They're commonly referred to as man's best friend, but a friendly encounter can quickly turn dangerous.
The more you scream, the more you tug away, the more you pull away, the harder it's going to bite.
When being approached by a vicious animal, for most people, the first instinct is to run. But according to West Virginia State Police canine handlers, that instinct isn't right.
You don't want to run from a dog because you're not going to outrun him.
The key, according to First Sergeant John Pack, is standing your ground.
In a calm voice, you want to tell the dog no, and you want to back away from it slowly. You don't want to turn your back on it. You don't want to make eye contact with the dog.
Senior Trooper J.K. Weiss says dog bites are more common than you think. He says it's a misdemeanor charge to possess an aggressive dog, and if you think your dog may be headed in that direction, it's best to get help.
If you're having a problem out of your dog, there's plenty of private entities that can train your dog. I wouldn't suggest trying to take on a challenge like an aggressive biting dog on your own.
So what happens if you're bitten?
Try to remain calm, try to remain still. If you can get something between you and the dog, anything will help. If you can motion for someone to call 911.
So I'm going to go ahead and admit that when we first pitched this story, the idea was for me to be bitten. But if you saw that dog, you'll understand why all the parties involved thought that that wouldn't be best.
Not a good idea. It probably could have taken you down pretty easily, maybe hurt you, and of course we don't want that.
Yeah, but we did all learn a lot, and we have some more tips available for you on our website, WVVA.com.
Absolutely. No emergency situations here for court.
Special events in the two Virginias. Issues that matter to you. People making a difference. This is In Focus on WVVA with your host, Courtney Clark.
Good morning and welcome to In Focus. I'm Courtney Clark. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We're here to tell you about an event coming up next month you don't want to miss. Here to tell us more is Princeton Senior High School Band Director Julie Cade. Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having us.
Tell us about Southern Thunder. Hey Greg, as you can see behind me, everything's getting set up for Cody Wickline from Season 8 of The Voice to take the stage at 8 this evening. The music begins at 7 o'clock. We have several great performers, Matt Deal, J.V. Flanagan, and Cody Wickline. We really encourage you to come out and support the cause and have a great time. It's just $10 to get in. From churches to schools to live reports, it's a story we tell too often. Deadly shootings have become a daily topic. In tonight's special report, we talk to people on both sides of a heated debate, hearing their thoughts on the problem and the best approach to solve it. The gunman who shot and killed 9 people and injured 9 others at an Oregon community college last month had 14 firearms. Officials say they were all purchased legally. After the massacre, President Obama immediately demanded gun control action and was met with fierce backlash from gun rights activists. With America ranking #1 in firearms per capita, we're plagued with many questions. For instance, are guns the problem, and just how easy are they to purchase? Thanks for joining us. Inside Edition's just around the corner. WVVA News continues at 6, and we're always on at WVVA.com. Enjoy your evening. We'll see you in 30.